Hi, welcome to Lawrence Holberg training for your website. We're actually going to discuss how to um, make category layouts based on your article, your article system here. We actually just go ahead and start here at our dashboard. Remove some of these pages here. We'll start here. Remove the menus here. Now, if you'll go to your template that you've bookmarked within your bookmarks here, so that it's quickly accessible. You notice you'll go to features here, and on your features tab you have category layouts. Notice that there are 9 plus category layouts. So let's click module 1 layout here, and you'll notice here that each one of these layouts will determine let me see how we can remove this over here. Yeah, let me hide this to the left here, get this out of the way. You'll notice here there are 10 different module positions, and each one determines basically, let's say for example you have each one of these would be your categories. You have a tech category, a lifestyle category. These are subcategories, obviously. So when someone goes to the tech page, the module layout will determine how the articles within your category are displayed on the page. So we're in the tech here, and notice here we actually have this is the module layout for tech. Okay, I'm not exactly sure which module type layout it is, but maybe we'll recognize it if we go to features to category layouts again. Okay, so this basically determines when someone clicks your category how the page is laid out and how it lays out the articles within your page. Typically, it usually gives you there's a category title, a category description, and usually a category layout. Or, I'm sorry, category image that starts off almost as a banner above the category. Now we do know it does say here it's a module 1 category. So this is the category type, module 1 category. So it has the date here as well. It also has a slideshow here, and it has, in addition to that, it has a link or a title, subtitle, looks like on the image itself here. And then underneath the category image, it has then your articles that link back to your articles. Those articles have the date, the number of comments, as well as the number of views for each article. These are all options within your blog post that you could enable or disable in your category so that they show or they don't show. Okay, and then you have quick images here to entice people to then view the the article, supporting article with the header image. Let's go ahead and click on one. So that's the category layout. And then category has the articles, and then it then in turn goes into the article layout. Okay. So, and then of course the article layout, you can build it however you want. Now, the the actual articles themselves are not built like custom pages. We did do a basic page training tutorial that was under pages. However, your articles will be under post. Pages are pages like that are non-interactive type pages, informational only type pages, whereas your posts are going to be the majority of your content, the majority of your articles with commenting systems, social sharing. Pages is primarily for presentation only type stuff that's not interactive. You don't want it shared. You don't want it on social media, and privacy policies, stuff like that. Nobody's going to comment on. You don't want commenting systems. However, all other articles and posts, the interactive material that you want visitors to view and to post and share and to comment on, will be under posts. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this. For example, it'll have the titles that are the categories that it's included in, number of views, number of comments here. You can choose to remove the date if you want, the date of the article. It'll the breadcrumb obviously is listed up here, and then supporting documentation. Usually, the image up here, this is a featured image here, and the featured image, the image you choose as a featured image will determine which image shows on the category layout. So you can see here these are the featured images for each one of the articles, and they show not only at the top of the article, but they also show on the category layout going into the article. Okay, so yours would be health. Then you would have a category health image up here, the health topic up here, health description, an image that makes sense with health here, maybe a subtitle here, and then underneath that you would have all your health articles. Now, this is just one layout. Okay, there are 9 plus different types of layouts for each of your categories, and you'll have to decide which one you like best. I believe I'm partial to one, and I'll show you which one I'm partial to. So let's go to features, categories, module 1 category, and module 1 looks like this. It's got an opening. Um, let's go features, categories. Make sure I got that right fast. Module 1 category blog layout. Oh yeah, it kind of confused me there because this one's actually called a blog layout. I like this one the least most because it's the full articles, okay, which take forever to scroll down, and then you go down to the next article, and then that's the full article. So you don't get a taster or a teaser with the featured image or a taster. It's just like one long page. Look how long this page is. It's extremely long. A lot of scrolling, a lot of content. Can't find the articles fast. So that's module 1. That's the one I like. I like the least. Okay. Now you have module 2. We have an opening category image here. The actual module category listed here. We have blocks now. 2 columns. And if we maximize the window, this might actually turn into 3. Let me maximize the window. It stays 2. And then we have quick titles and short summaries. Okay, so they might actually start reading a little bit of this. So if the image doesn't get them, maybe the short description here will get them into actually reading the article. You can scroll through really quickly, and that's module layout 2. Then you have module layout 3. This is for your categories. Okay, and here now you have extremely small images. This one I don't really like all that well. I think the images many times are the most enticing aspect of reading articles if they're good images, and if they're good titles. The images and the titles are good, and I think these may be a little too small. My personal opinion. Module 4, you have the image at the top, and the images are on the right. The titles are on the left. They also added a reviews stars there for those articles that have had reviews or people have commented or rated. Module 5 is actually really clean. You don't have to waste your time bypassing the category image. There's no category image up here in this space. You get straight to the articles, no wasting time. You get to scroll through the images in the articles. They got the short summaries and the text. I actually like this one a lot, only because I think that the ability to scroll past the category image is much more advantageous than having to scroll past that category image. I don't think it adds to the actual articles. I actually think it subtracts and may confuse people. So I actually like module 5 a lot. Module 6, okay, is category image at the top and articles with just the titles, or images and then the titles. That's module 6. Module 7, I'm pretty sure when we're done here, you're going to figure out which one you like the most. Module 7 here is larger, no category image, larger article images, featured images, a quick short description, and a continue. Larger image, short description, continue. Larger image, short description, continue. You may like that if you have really good photos that are extremely enticing. Okay, a little more scrolling than normal, but not too bad. That's a tough one. You'll have to decide for yourself. Module 8 is a layout category image at the top. Notice there. And this one's not too bad too. I like this one. It's got the image over here. Pretty decent size image. 1 column image, and then or 2 columns total. Then we have the title and the description on the left. Let's see what this looks like full screen. About the same. And yeah, so that's that. 2 columns there. I actually like that one a lot too. Module 9. And module 9 layout is category image at the top. 2 columns here. It looks real similar to the one before. Not even sure what the difference is. And then the module search. Let's look at that one. Okay. We have scrolling, a lot of room for the text, small images there. So those are our 9 modules layouts for our categories. So when you set your categories up here and people click on those categories, that will determine, those modules will determine how those categories are laid out. Okay. Now we've seen it from the front end. Let's go to the back end and actually set and change the standards, the module standards for some existing categories that are in your template, in the demo template, that are already kind of built in. So let's go into our dashboard here and let's go into posts. Okay. Now notice here there's a drop down. We see categories here. Let's hold down the control key and click categories. Categories opens us up to the categories. Now, built in here right now, we have category 1, category 2, category 3, and featured and uncategorized. Okay. Now, let's go and look. Now, these are our categories. We just set them. Let's go ahead and edit one, category 1. These are just the naming conventions. Okay. Nothing too big. We're not assigning the module layouts to the categories here. Simply naming conventions. No big deal. So let's go ahead and add a category. Okay, we're gonna go over here on the left. Sorry, go new category. Okay, test. Okay, slug is how it's gonna appear in the URL. So we go new dash category, for example. We're not gonna give it a parent. It's gonna be its own, and we'll say new category description. Okay, go ahead and add new category. So it named it over here. Here's the slug description. No post. We haven't assigned any post, any articles to it. Okay. Now let's go down here, down to the bottom, and let's go to theme panel. Hold down the control key so it opens up in a new tab. Now we're on the theme panel. Give the page a second to refresh. Notice it's still refreshing up here. Now, this is where we actually assign the module types to the categories. Now, because we created the category first, called new category, now the theme panel is actually going to show that under categories. Watch. See the new category test? It shows up there. Okay, so let's scroll over to the right here, and let's hit the arrow here. Now, notice new category doesn't have any modules assigned to it. Let's give it module 5. Okay, it's asking, does it want a sidebar? Let's give it a right sidebar, and let's choose that sidebar. Could be default sidebar, or we can create a new one called test. If you want to know how to create sidebars, that was actually included in the YouTube video called Basic Page Creations with Sidebars. If you've watched that, that one should be the second video that you probably watched, and this potentially may be the third video that you should watch. Okay, so now we've actually got test here. We can go ahead and create. I would honestly suggest, let's go and delete that again. I would suggest naming your sidebars the exact same name as your category. Okay, that way obviously you know that that is the sidebar you want on the pages that have those categories. Okay, let's go ahead and create. Click yes. Show featured slider. That would be a slider at the top. We're going to go ahead and say no for now. Category tag color on the post. You can change the colors for the tags. You can change the background color here. I probably wouldn't mess any of that. I'd just keep it clean. You can change the background color, the style here, stretch style as well. Let's just try stretched. Hide the category tag on the post. We want to show the tags, and then we click Save Settings. Okay. So now that we're there, we've got the category. We've actually set up our category, given it its displays. Let's go to the posts here, and let's go down and click some posts. Let's see, Liberato, this one right here. Let's go ahead and edit this bad boy. Right now it's assigned to category 2. And we're going to create posts in a separate tutorial. Right now we're just focusing on category module layouts. So let's go ahead and change it from category 2, give it new category test. Okay, click update. Okay, and let's go to our menus. If you didn't already watch a video on menus, you should watch the YouTube video titled Menus, Creating Menus. And that will explain how to edit and maintain your menus. Let's go back over here. I hit a control key to open up a new tab. I'm now going to come down, and I'm going to add a category down here. The new category test, I'm going to add that to the main menu, and I'm going to click save. Well, actually, I do have to assign that right fast to make this category a mega menu. Let's go ahead and do that too. Make it a mega menu. Click save. And then let's go back to our front end here. I'll refresh the page. We should see the menu over here show up on the right. Okay, click new category, and we're actually gonna don't worry about having to do this. This is only temporary because we are now still setting up the URL base here. So we have here our category here, and notice how it laid it out. There's no sidebar, but it did lay it out with a module. Let's go back and look again. We assigned it to module 5. Let's verify that. Let's go look at module 5 layout over here and make sure that it looks the same. We like module 5. Module 5 has 2 columns. So let's go back to the post again, and let's go back to all posts. Let's assign one more post to that category so that we can see that it looks this exact same as the module layout here seen here. Okay, posts. Give it a second. Page is still refreshing. Internet may have slowed up. I'm gonna hit. Okay, our page refreshed here. Okay, let's resume here. We're actually looking at. Let's just go ahead. Here's an article assigned to category 1. Just so you know, these posts look a little strange because the window is not maximized the way that it should be. If the window was maximized, notice here it's a little more editable here. Let's go ahead and minimize again for the video training. Go ahead and click edit this category here. It's set to category 1. Let's go down and change the category. You can do multiple categories, so let's just add it to another category and click update to add it to our new category test archive. Still refreshing here. Give it a second. Okay, there we go. It's refreshed, and we should see a second category there. Now, if you want to know how to add sidebars and and edit sidebars and create new sidebars and add content to those sidebars, you want to check out and watch basic page creations with sidebars, video number 2 on your training tutorial list. At any rate, now we have 2 articles here. Let's go ahead and click the one. We might have to do well, yeah, I'm not going to get into the articles now because the indexing here needs to be fixed. So we've temporarily modified it so that your website shows your web pages here correctly. So at any rate, that will be different though by the time you get to edit your site, and everything will be fixed. So that's pretty much it. We have our layouts here. If you want to change those modules, come to theme panel, change the modules here, the way they look here, test different module layouts, create a different sidebar here. And just as a review, I'll go ahead and show you on the sidebars again. Let's go down. We're in the menus. We want to go to widgets. I'm going to hold down the control key. I'll open up a new tab here under widgets. Because you created the new category test there, notice how it shows up here in the widgets. Then you would take blocks here on the left, which will be in your widgets training tutorial. Add those blocks over here to this category. Drag and drop them, similar to this. Recent comments. And then comments. Go ahead and save. This is just a quick review here. Come back to the category test here and notice comments shows up here. There's one comment in the commenting system, and it's by Mr. WordPress, and it says hello, or on Hello World. So your comments then would show up there on the right, and you can add different widgets on the right and build out your category, and boom. So you start with your articles, assign them to categories, lay out your category layout, and then you wrap the category with advertising on the right, with category layouts, whatever you want to put on the right, social comments, social networking, things like this. Here's like an advertising block. Here's your social links. You probably want to add that block. That block is also included in your widgets here. You'll notice here you got your social counter here, social icons. You might want to add those there and then edit those. Go ahead and just drag one up right fast. I'll just do one just real quick, show you how easy this is. Okay, drag it there. Then you would change the settings here, the styles of the icons, things of that nature. Change all that data. Click save, and your different types here. Refresh and social icons. There weren't any links set in there, so apparently it's not showing. But that would basically be it. Go ahead and then if you didn't want the widget there, you then would just take it and drag it back over here, and it would just kind of disappear. Okay, let's go ahead and now let's work our way backwards out of this. Okay, let's say for example we want to delete a category. We would start with the category and delete. Once we do that, everything else should probably delete backwards. Let's go ahead and look. This should say page not found. Okay, let's go to widgets, refresh the page. This category sidebar should didn't disappear because it is located on the category here. Okay, in order to remove that, you would remove uncheck there, update that, okay, and go back to widgets, I believe. Nope, you have to remove the category selection from the remainder of the post as well to work your way backwards, and I won't do that right now. So that's pretty much it. Let's see, go to menus here. You want to go ahead and click on the menu, remove that from the menu there. Go ahead and click Save Menu. That should remove it from the menu up here. Actually, it was already gone because the category was gone. So it removed itself. However, it still was on the menu list, so you wanted to remove that. And the remainder would be just to go into the post and unassign those posts, unassign that category. So a quick way to do that is sometimes you can sort by certain categories and then find them quickly that way, or you have to manually go in and do it. So at any rate, that's kind of outside the scope of this training tutorial anyways. So here we go. That is how to set up categories, lay them out according to their modules, the way they're going to look, and assign the blogs, different blog styles to that category, and then choose the way you want to look at, and also quickly add sidebar widgets to the right side of the category layout, as well as the article layout as well. So I hope that explained everything, and hope you have a blessed day, and thanks for watching.